What is up, bros? Hey, dudes. Welcome back to another episode of Porch Time. It is Easter Sunday. Christ is alive today. I'm out here sitting by the lake, just enjoying a beautiful day here in Atlanta. I hope the weather is good where you are. So, on today's episode of Porch Time, I want to make fun of myself just a little bit and then ask you a question. So, recently turned 40, getting old, and part of getting old means my eyesight is changing, and so I had to get some glasses with some better prescription stuff in them so I could see. And I woke up last week and could not find my glasses to save my life. And I turned the house upside down. I mean, I looked everywhere, looked under the bed, looked in cabinets. I may or may not have dug through the trash. I had been to the dentist the day before. I called the dentist going, well, maybe I left him at the dentist. So literally, I went the whole day without my glasses. Couldn't really see. Ended up with a bit of a headache. And I had texted my wife going, hey, if you think about it, help me. I need my glasses. So I got home that afternoon and was just watching some TV, and my wife got home and she said, guess what I found? And I was like, tell me you found my glasses. She goes, yeah, it was the first thing I saw when I walked in the house. They were on the ledge right above the kitchen sink. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, I literally looked everywhere for those dumb things. And here's kind of what struck me. These things that sit on my face every day are common to me now. It's almost like I forget I have them on. They're very, very obvious to me. And what I realized is I had become oblivious to something that was so obvious. In other words, I couldn't see it, couldn't find them, but they were very, very apparent to my wife when she walked in. Literally, she says, first thing I saw, I walked in the door, there they were. And I laughed at myself. But it got me thinking, what is it in my life that is so, that I've become oblivious to, but maybe that's really clearly obvious to those around me? And as we think about our time at HopeQuest, we think about how important it is for us to be in community, to surround ourselves with wise people who have the ability and the freedom to speak into us and maybe speak to those things that we've become oblivious to. And so I want to challenge you this week to sit down with some trusted brothers and ask them, hey, is there something that's obvious to you that maybe I've become oblivious to? Does that make sense? That's an uncomfortable question to ask someone because it may be what we hear unsettles us a bit. But what if the answer to that question would be the thing that God wants to use to help you grow just a little bit this week? And it was just a good reminder to me. We need people around us who see us and know us and are able to help us see the things that we've become oblivious to. Does that make any sense? Hopefully it does. So that's your challenge this week. That's your mission, should you choose to accept it. And it's just a good reminder. A man in isolation is one of the most dangerous things because we become blind to so many things in isolation. And a lot of those things we become blind to can really, really harm us if we're not careful, and they can damage our relationships, and in some cases they can even threaten our joy and our sobriety because many of those things we become oblivious to have us moving down paths that aren't good. So anyways, I want to take a moment and say thank you for all of you guys who watch these every week. It's always very humbling, and the messages and the emails that you send I read every one of them. Thank you for doing that. That's always helpful. If these ever help you in any way, man, send us an email. What's up at HopeQuestGroup.org. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know how we can pray for you. The other thing I wanted to ask you guys to help me with, so some of you guys who were here at HopeQuest during maybe the spring and summer and maybe even fall months, you remember we have like 10 quadrillion hummingbirds. I don't know how many zeros are in quadrillion, but there's a lot. And we have a ton of hummingbirds, and I don't know about you, but I love watching them. I love sitting on the front porch and watching those. So we're building a little bit of a bird sanctuary in between the carriage house and the men's house. It's going to be really, really cool. But one of the things we're wanting to do is set up just a ton of hummingbird feeders. And so I found one that is Bryan's mom approved. My mom is a bird fanatic. I blame it on her. And so I'm going to put the link down in the description box below where you can pick one of those up on Amazon. I think they're like 15, 20 bucks, something like that. And if you'd be willing to, man, I would love for you to purchase one of those, send it to us. And we would love to just have a ton of those hummingbird feeders all over the house. There's just something about having life teaming around the house that helps us. And for me, if you remember spiritual life, we talk a lot about that passage in Matthew 6 where Jesus tells us to look at the birds and the flowers when we get worried. And he reminds us that we are way more important than the birds, and God feeds them and takes care of them. And so if you'd be willing to, man, it would mean a lot to me. So grab one. I think it's if you've got Prime shipping, even it'll arrive at HopeQuest in like 2 or 3 days. So it's really, really cool. So I'm gonna put that info down in the description box below. And if you got any questions, again, send me an email. But man, hope you guys are doing well. Happy Easter. Christ is risen. That is insanely good news, to think that someone came and died in my place to give me the life that I so desperately am looking for, to give me freedom and peace. And man, that's just really, really cool. The older I get, the longer I walk with Jesus. Easter Sundays just really fire me up. It's just a wild, wild thought. So I pray you guys are well. Again, thanks for watching these. And yeah. So until next time, kids, God is with you. Today is not the day to quit. God is not done with you or your story. And if you find yourself today battling some of the same things that maybe brought you to HopeQuest, get up and get back in the fight, and make sure you're fighting with the right weapons, and make sure you are not fighting alone. You will not win this battle alone. So maybe reach out today, call somebody if you're struggling, and be honest with them. So anyways, I've rambled long enough. Love you dudes, and until next time, bye.